What is going on, guys? Tommy here, and today we're doing a Power Rangers unboxing. We've got quite a bit to get through, so let's open this up and see what we have. And this one is going to be pretty awesome, so stay tuned. It's Power Rangers unboxing time. Okay, so I'm just going to cut my way straight through this instead of having to deal with all this like excess tape and stuff. I'm just going to cut my way through the actual top of the box right here just to make it easier to pull some stuff out. Okay, so we've got this thing opened up, and as we can see, first up we're going to check this out, obviously. But yeah, we've got a bunch of different things inside of here, including like some loose parts and like totally random stuff. But yeah, okay, first up we do have this Power Rangers Lost Galaxy Yellow Ranger Zord. This is really cool. Absolutely love Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, so you know, any additions to that collection is always cool and always welcomed. But yeah, we do already have one of these. I think this is like the Wolf, right? From Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Super cool. I do love this. And yeah, I always loved Maya's character in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, and I actually did get to meet her at Terramorpher, so that was really awesome. Hopefully someday I can meet some of the other Power Rangers Lost Galaxy casts. Yeah, anyway, for some reason it's like just randomly the only Lost Galaxy Zord in this, like, but it doesn't matter because I've got the entire Zord anyway, like the entire Megazord. Very basic, but still pretty cool. And yeah, this does form one of the arms, but it is actually missing like the hand attachment, I think, that goes on here. But yeah, let's see what else we have inside of here. Okay, a bit random. This isn't Power Rangers, but it's a pretty cool little keyring. We got a little Star Wars Darth Vader keyring right here, so that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll put that on a bag or something. So if you haven't seen lately, I did actually get to meet Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader in Star Wars, so that was so cool. I got my full-size Darth Vader helmet signed, which is really awesome. But yeah, anyways, this up next, back to Power Rangers, we do have the Lightspeed Rescue Green Ranger. I've got like a full set of these if you want to check some of my previous videos out, unboxing some Lightspeed Rescue stuff after this video. And yeah, I think like two of my favorite seasons, Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed Rescue, like they're just so good. Those are like two of my personal favorites. But yeah, the Lightspeed Rescue Green Ranger right here, pretty cool. It's got some paint scuffs and stuff on it, but yeah, anyways, I do have, like I said, a full set of these, but this wasn't the main reason why I bought this set, but still pretty cool. I got some extra items like another little Ninjastorm strap, so I got a spare one of those now. So it's always good to have like extras of those straps because they tend to break over time, like the Velcro wears off, but you can just re-glue them back on, so it's not like a big deal. But it's nice to have spares anyway. So got another Lightspeed Rescue one. This is a kind of shiny Blue Ranger, silver and blue version, so that's pretty awesome. I do love that like kind of alternate paint job. And we do have another Blue Ranger. We've got Sky from Power Rangers SPD Blue Ranger. So yeah, we've got a little bit of a Blue Ranger team up going on between Lightspeed Rescue and SPD, so yeah, set those guys over there for the moment. And what else do we have? Okay, we got another figure inside of here, going up with next to Ninjastorm. So this is the Crimson Thunder. Push the button in on the back, it would light this chest piece up, but it doesn't work obviously anymore. Like the batteries are probably like worn out over time. Honestly, the Crimson Thunder Ranger is really awesome. Another one of the Rangers I did get to meet at Terramorpher was the Crimson Thunder Ranger, so yeah, he was a really nice guy and super happy to meet him. If they ever did like another Forever Red episode in the future, they should definitely include him because he's like such an awesome Red Ranger. We have one of the Time Force kind of leaflets, so that's really cool just to look at some of the old toys and stuff that were, you know, coming out. I really want that. This is actually something that I do need. Is this Mega Battle version of the Quantum Ranger. I'm totally looking out for that. If any of you have one of those Mega Battle Quantum Rangers, I'm really trying to find one. But yeah, some really cool stuff in here. The Terramorpher, so cool. One of my favourite Morpher designs, honestly, because like just the light features and everything on it, I think just, it's a really cool looking Morpher. It brings me back to the good old days. I mean, it's weird to think how old Time Force is now. Like, how old is this leaflet? Like, I can't remember. Is Time Force like 2002 or something, right? I can't remember. Let me know in the comments when Time Force came out. I think it was something like 2002 or something around there, right? Power Rangers Time Force. Next up we do have a Morpher. This is pretty cool. We have, I think this is the Super Mega Force one, right? So yeah, one of these Mega Force Morphers. Pretty cool. Like I said, I think this one's the Super Mega Force version. And I'm not sure if there's a key inside of here. Might be a key inside of here. Ah, yes, there is a key. Okay, so yeah, these are like the Mega Force keys that go into here. So like, if you do this, there we go. I think you can turn this, and then that will like flick these pieces open at the top. So let's try that. Awesome, so it did work. Nice, and then I think that would activate like the morph, so pretty cool. I'm going to see later on if I can find some batteries to put inside of this thing. But yeah, I definitely prefer this version of the Morpher to the Mega Force one. Like, I haven't really seen much Mega Force, but yeah, always good to have more Morphers and stuff in the collection, so I can't really complain. We're getting slowly to the main items that I bought this lot for, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. Randomly inside of here we've got a Pokemon figure inside of here. This is Venusaur. So I grew up with like the original Pokemon and everything when it came out. You know, as a 90s kid, you know, growing up with Pokemon when it came out. Also got another Pokemon figure in here. Even if you don't know what Pokemon really is, you should recognize this guy. So yeah, got the little Pikachu. Yeah, back to Power Rangers. We have the Dino Thunder Black Rangers Morpher, but for some reason it does have the Yellow Rangers plate on top of there, so that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if this thing works, but I guess we can try that out later as well. Maybe it'll work, who knows. I do actually have the original Black Dino Thunder Morpher that was actually used in the show as well, so if you haven't checked that video out, I've done a video on that, showing off that I do actually possess in my collection the actual prop from the show, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, so yeah. And let's see, okay, that's it for this bubble wrap. So yeah, next up we got this little Alpha kind of mini figure. It's kind of like a little tiny one. These are like the old 90s kind of little figures that came out. For the size and for how old this is, I think this is a really good paint job and sculpt for Alpha. I think I've got one of these ones and maybe some other kind of little mini ones of these as well already in my collection, but yeah, this one, like I said, I think Alpha, this version of him just looks so good. Like the paint job on this tiny little figure is really good. Getting towards the main items. Okay, so first up, like these, we have two items inside of here, and these are like the main reasons why I purchased this lot of stuff. So, tell what this is already, just by looking at this, but yeah. Oh man, this is so cool. Bigger than I expected. That's what she said. Anyways, yeah, this is the Power Rangers Dino Charge. I'm gonna have to back the camera up a bit. Right, there we go, that kind of works. We have the Power Rangers Dino Charge. This is like the Gold Rangers Terra Sword. I'm not sure exactly what what the name of this is. You'll have to let me know in the comments. I haven't seen Dino Charge for a long time. I'm gonna have to check out some of the features of this because this is super cool. Like, this piece opens up. Oh my god, I didn't realize this, but it actually does have inside of here, if you can see this, it's got some of the little kind of Dino Charges inside. I didn't even realize it had these inside of here, but yeah, it's got some of the little Dino Charges inside, so that's kind of cool. Different Dino Charges. But yeah, that's really awesome. I don't even think it was listed saying anything about this, so maybe they was inside of here and the person who's sold me this forgot. Okay, apparently the sounds work. Let's try this out then. You can play like a little tune on this thing. That looks better from that side. Honestly, it's kind of lightning or thunder. And then on this side, as you can see, it says Xander Thunder on there. And obviously, you can see that this is actually the Japanese Sentai version. So that's really awesome. From, I think it's Kyoryuger? I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, but I think it's something like that. But yeah, you can like open it up. But yeah, obviously you can see it's the Sentai version, so that's really cool. And it does have some of the little Dino Charges inside, which is awesome. And you can play all these different sound effects. And I think, yeah, you can like. Pretty cool. Got some pretty cool light and sound effects, honestly. But yeah, if you pull this piece up or push it forwards, like charges it up kind of thing. And then when you press the button, really awesome. Comparison to like some of the other Power Ranger toys, they're really tiny, but this is actually kind of, you know, it's actually a reasonable size. So yeah, we have that. And give me a second, I'm going to get rid of this box and then we'll get to the final item. I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I've set all of these things up that we've got so far, and we finally have this item left. So let's get that opened. Got my scissors right here to try and get into this. Here we go. I can get this thing out. Struggling. There we go. Alright. As you can see, now we do have the actual Gold Ranger's Morpher. This is the Terramorpher. I think it's called the Terramorpher anyway, but yeah, we got this. This is from Power Rangers Dino Charge as well. Goes nicely with the actual sword, so that's pretty cool. You can pull this piece out, and then that releases the wings. Awesome. And yeah, obviously this kind of goes on your wrist. Okay, there we go. Luckily, this strap just about fits, honestly. Even though this is just a toy, honestly, this still just about fits, and it's a good size, because just like the sword, this is actually the Sentai version, so that's why it's a lot bigger, and honestly, a lot better paint job and detailing on this, so really cool. Let's see if this works as well. Let's see this thing in action. So cool. So if you lift this up, right, like that, and then press this button in, as you can see right here, that kind of lifts this out, and then you can kind of take the Terra Charger out, and you can put that inside like that, press it down, awesome. But yeah, then you can obviously kind of have this. Yeah. pretty awesome, honestly. Got some cool sound effects and stuff, so... Also have this button on here as well. But yeah, this button on the side does also make sounds as well, so if you press that in... I mean, honestly, I watched Dino Charge kind of late, but I really enjoyed the season. For this entire lot, I got such a good deal on it. Like, I really just bought this mainly for these two items, but considering I got all of these other items as well, I'm really happy. But yeah, honestly, I'm just so happy with this entire lot. And getting these two items right here, I just got to sort through kind of like what I'm getting rid of and what I'm going to sell, because obviously I can't keep everything that I keep getting in my collection, because over time, you know, I just don't have the space for all of this stuff. But yeah, super cool, and I hope you enjoyed this Power Rangers unboxing, including these awesome items right here that are actually the Sentai versions, so I think that's just pretty cool. And honestly, I do have the Dino Charge revolver as well, Sentai version. I got these to go with it, so that's kind of cool. But anyway guys, thank you so much for joining me for this Power Rangers unboxing. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and stay tuned for plenty more unboxings, reviews, and so much more is on the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Dino Charger, ready!